Welcome back to the channel. I'm Octane, and today we take a look at possible deck combination. So we're gonna go straight in and we're gonna look at some of the combinations that I've been trying out. I did manage to get the ultimate form simply because I went up to tier 4, was lucky to get the ultra rare. Only used 42 coins to craft the master collection card, which was really good because I've got 42 extra coins left for next week or the week after. Depends on which event has got the best deck. I primarily enjoy commander events now. Before I used to enjoy Slayer events, but Slayer events are not what they used to be. Last week I had a really good deck, but it was frustrating because I couldn't take the bosses out on turn 2 or turn 1. I had to wait on turn 3. So I was just relying on my bosses, and that was really slow, really boring, so gave up after the second day. And this week we're on the Kings League and we're looking to go back up to Emperor League using the current deck. The current deck is absolutely brilliant, really like playing with the deck. And we've got a card which is Brothers in Banditry, which is really good. This is the card that is making the deck this week, because this card has got a 300% damage increase, which makes it the main damage dealer for this week. Not the current deck, a past deck. A card from a past deck is the main damage dealer, simply because the current deck has got so much damage increase. So we're going to take a look at some of the combination that I've got. I'm going to talk about these combination and talk about why I came up with these combinations. Let's start with the first combination, and the first combination that we've got is this one. This combination is a combination that I was using before I got the ultimate form, and this combination, it works but not really well. You can get up to about 30 trillion damage using one key from Hard One Gorilla, which is the main damage dealer for this combination. You can get up to 100 trillion damage, depends on how the power gems actually are structured on the board. That depends on luck. So with good luck you can get up to 100 trillion. With basic layout you can get up to around about 70 to 78 trillion damage using free keys. Then you've got that 5 times nuke damage, and that comes from hardware and gorillas, which can give you up to 600 trillion. So you're not really gonna go very high when it comes to the ultimate bosses. However, it can take you up to level 10, the highest, using this combination. You will get hit with gem silence, you will get hit with traitor, and you will get hit with counter. This will take out your deck. You could add cards to this combination that will dispel traitor and that will dispel gem silence. It will take away from the deck build anyway, so your deck won't be as powerful as it was with this combination. So that's one combination that you could use. This one is Hard One Gorillas, Brothers in Banditry, the Jailers, Consecrated Wizardess, and Defiant Duet. The next one up is the current event deck. Now the current event deck uses United Shard Bearers, Nova, Walking Atlas, Starfall Hunter, got 2 copies of that, and then again Brothers in Banditry. And this one will benefit from the boost that comes from the battle scale of the ultimate form, and the ultimate form I've also got the boost, the 50% permanent boost, which gives you 130%. Then you get the 50% boost from the passive that comes from Nova. Then you get the 80% that comes from the battle scale of Starfall Hunter. So you get with 2 copies of that, you're actually getting 160. So 160 from these 2, 50 from this one, you got 210, and then you got 130 coming from your ultimate form, which give you a grand total of 330 damage increase. Then you got an extra 300 coming from Brothers in Banditry, so this will give you 630% damage increase for this particular card, because the 300% is only self damage. So that makes this deck really good. If you've got this card at 6 pink star, you will have a really powerful card. Now One of the retro pack that has come out is none other than, if I can actually get to it, is none other than the deck for Brothers in Banditry. I've gone up to the second tier, didn't manage to get a second ultra rare, which would take me up to 2 pink star, which would give me an extra 20% damage increase. That would be really lovely, but wasn't too lucky, is what it is. Let's move on. So this is a combination that you could use for the quest map. Now, this relies on the passive of United Shard Bearers, and the passive for this one is it creates 4 Earth Power Gem 5s at the start of each turn, so you get those 4 Power Gem 5s. Now, Brothers in Banditry upgrade all Power Gem below rank 5. So this is rank 5. You will not get these upgraded to rank 6. But is what it is. You still got the battle skill that gives you 6 Power Gem 6s. So that's not too bad. You've got this one, Protectors of the Realm. Now, Protectors of the Realm will give you passive generation of Power Gems, and those are Power Gem frees. You just activate the battle skill, and when Grail expires, you get a certain number of Power Gems, depends on the level of Grail. So this one will give you 4, so you get extra 4 Power Gem frees. Banditry, Brothers in Banditry will upgrade all gems below rank 5, and it does produces Power Gem 4s as well. So whenever this hero attack, it creates 1 Earth Power Gem 4s for each commander on the team. So we've got 5 commander on the team, so it will create 5 Power Gem 4s. Those will be upgraded by its passive, and you've got its battle skill as well, which gives you 6 Power Gem 6s. You've got Nova, Walking Atlas, which has got the passive permanently. Okay, so this one actually creates Power Gem with its battle skill. So you would want the Master Collection card. So the Master Collection card is the one that creates, gives you Power Gem passively. So you could use 2 of the Master Collection card instead of Valiant Vanguard. But Valiant Vanguard is one that you could use because it does generate Power Gems passively. So this is something that you could use for the quest map. Going forward, this is the one that I'm currently using for the quest map, and it uses all ultimate forms. So we've got United Shard Bearers, Protectors of the Realm, Brothers in Banditry, you've got Vision of the Void, and I've got Primal Protectors, which got a 1-turn cooldown, so hits battle skill can be activated every single turn, which is really good. This one is quite powerful. It takes out the bosses quite easily, and you get through the wave fights quite quickly. This one is my fun deck. Now, if you haven't got the Jailers, but you've got this one, you haven't got the current ultimate form or the Jailers, but you've got this one, Protectors of the Realm. Protectors of the Realm is an Arcane Killer ultimate form, which will give you the Arcane Killer skill. Brothers in Banditry, as I said, is the Pierce the Resistance. It's the card that you're going to see a lot of this week. If you haven't got Brothers in Banditry and you have got Robin of Furwood, it will do the same thing like Brothers in Banditry. It will upgrade all gems below rank 5, so that's Power Gems. It will upgrade them to 1 level higher. So if you have got that one, you can use that one as well. So I'm using Robin of Furwood, Brothers in Banditry, and Guru Pachiset, which is a really old card. If you've just started the game, you wouldn't know this card, but it was a really good card back in the day. So this one creates 2 Earth Gems now and for the next 2 turns, and that's in that number of Power Gem that actually generate increases as your intensity increase. So at some point, 1 card will be able to fill the whole board with gems, and that will be upgraded to 1 rank higher by this card and another rank by this card. So you'll get Power Gem 2s from this card. Now I'm using 2 copies. You could use 1. I'm just using 2 so that the generation of the intensity goes up quite quickly, because each one of these gives me 10. but you could use one, as I said, and you could use a second copy of Robin or Furwood, just to get your power gems up to even one rank higher, so you get power gem freeze. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's swap it out and get another Robin or Furwood. So this would be Noble Killer, and there we go, another copy of Robin or Furwood. So first and foremost, we're going to jump straight in and we're going to see my fun deck in action, because it's fun to play. It's really fun to play. And I'm going to go to the Carillion map. And with this combination, you have to be careful which card you take as an ally. You can't take the Jailers, because the Jailers only buff Arcane Killer card. So we're not going to take that one. We're going to take the current ultimate form, or you could take another commander ultimate form that are even Master Collection card or ultra for that fact, but they will buff all commander cards, because we've got all commander cards on that combination. And you will get quite a bit of health, because health is important, because you will be taking really serious damage from the bosses. So as you can see, we've got 4.1 million health, and we're gonna go straight in. We're gonna allow our relics to generate all those wonderful gems on the board, and power gems as well, because these are all relics. I didn't speak about the relics, so I should speak about the relics that I'm using for this combination. So this combination, it's using generation 2 relics. So they are god relics, so they generate five earth gems, as long as you've got a god card on the board. Doesn't matter if it's Slayer or it's Commander, as long as it's a god card, it generates 5 earth gem per relic. So that's 5 relics generating 5 gem each, that's 25. And for as long as you got 12 gems on the board, you get a power gem. I think it's 2 or freeze from each one of the relics, so you can get 5 power gem freeze. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna activate our Guru Patchy set, and we're gonna activate our Protectors of the Realm, and those 2 cards are gonna generate gems and power gems passively. Protectors of the Realm does it over 2 turns. Guru Patch set does it over 3 turns. The turn that you activate its battle skill, and the next 2 turns. So we're gonna swap those power gems. And on the next turn, what's going to happen is we're going to produce gem and power gems passively. They're going to be upgraded by Robin of Furwood, the 2 copy, and Brothers in Banditry. So there we go. And they've all been upgraded. So we've got power gem 5, 7s, and 3s on the board. And we're going to rinse and repeat. So at the right hand side of the screen, you can see something like a shield with a 5. So we've got 5 stacks of Grail, and we've got 2 turns until Grail expires. So what's going to happen after Grail expires? We're going to create 5 power gem freeze, and this is really good as well, because those 5 power gem freeze are going to get upgraded to 1 rank higher. So I think it's going to get upgraded until it gets to rank 5, and then it won't be upgraded anymore. Alright, so here we have to activate Guru Patchy set again, because his skill is expired, and we've got 120 god intensity. So for every 20 intensity, we're creating 1 extra earth gem, so we're up to 150. So we're creating an extra, what, 168, an extra 7 earth gem on the board. So creating 9 earth gem with Gold Patchy sets skill. So here we're gonna just match our gems, because this is a wisp. Don't need a lot of power to take that one out. We're gonna get up to 170 or 180, I think. 180. Yep. So 180. So we're creating an extra 9 plus the 2 that you normally create. So we're actually generating 11 earth gems, which gives us 11 power gem freeze. really good. Now we're going to activate everything. And we're going to swap. So this one is quite fun to play with. I really enjoy playing with this one. And the reason why I enjoy playing with it so much is because I'm actually using a Generation 2 card. And it's performing really well. I mean, it's not the main damage dealer, but it is creating gems that are upgraded. So it's actually usable. It's really refreshing to see a Generation 2 card that's really useful. It's really useful. Simple because we've got Brothers in Banditry and roaming up Furwood. So it makes a Generation 2 card really useful. Now, as you can see, I've got the ultimate boss up, and I've paused it. And where you pause an ultimate boss, I've told you before when we used to have ultimate boss first time around, is simply when you kill the boss, you don't collect all this stuff, you don't collect your rewards, you just close the app, and after you go back, you collect all this stuff, and then you reactivate the spawning of the bosses. So I'm not gonna collect my stuff yet. I'm gonna collect it a bit later. I'm gonna demonstrate the two combination that we've got for the guild bosses and ultimate bosses, and we'll see what they're capable of. But we're gonna go through our crusade combinations first. So the next one up, again, I'm gonna use a card that's gonna buff everything on my deck. So I'm looking for a ally that gives its leader skill to all Earth Commander cards. And the next combination up that I've got is the one that I'm using, and this one has got Vision of the Void, Banditry, Brothers in Banditry. It's got Protectors of the Realm, United Shard Bearers, and it's got Primal Protectors. And this one is just all ultimate forms, and I'm benefiting from the 25, I think it's 25% damage and recovery for every Earth Commander ultimate form that you've got on the team. So your cards will benefit from that. So I think you've got that from Banditry of Brothers, and you've got it on United Shard Bearers. I think you've got it on Primal Guardian as well. So the benefiting from that, as you can see, my health has gone up a lot more. And the thing with Primal Protectors, or Primal Guardians, I can't remember what it's called now. Let's see the name. Primal Protectors. Primal Protectors has got a 1-turn cooldown, making it really great. So Vision of the Void, all they'll do, they'll destroy all non-earth gems on the board every single turn, and you'll get a few more gems on the board. They'll be upgraded by Brothers in Banditry, and there we go, that's it. So you get quite a number of power gem on the board every single turn, and you just activate your primal protectors. I mean, I've got one. If you can get one as an ally, really good. And you just rinse and repeat. When you get to the last boss, or you get to a boss that's really strong, you can activate all your cards. One other thing I forgot to do, I forgot to use my Protectors of the Realm. So Protectors of the Realm will generate power gems over 2 turns on the first and the second turn. Grail as well. As you can see, Grail is on the side, so it's that circle with the number 5 in it. The 4 at the top indicates the number of turn before Grail expires. When Grail expires, I will get an extra 5 power gem freeze, which will be upgraded by none other than Brothers in Banditry. So let's go ahead, swap our power gems. So you can see this deck is quite quick, it's quite powerful, it goes through the bosses like hot knife through butter. So it's really nice, and this is one that I've been using. Really great. This one you don't need to swap your power gems, you just match your gems because it's a wisp. So all of this is going to get upgraded. So all of that is upgraded, and we'll just activate every single thing for the final boss. Swap our power gems, and the damage would have gone up quite significantly. 234 billion, 234 billion for Brothers in Banditry. Really, really good card that one is. If you manage to get it from the retro pack, I would say use it. It's a really, really good utility card. Again, we're gonna go for the same one, and we're gonna look for our third combination. So the third combination, I'm using 2 ultimate form, and I'm using the 2 master collection card from the current deck. And the 2 master collection card from the current deck will create power gems passively. Those will be upgraded by, again, Brothers in Banditry. Again, I've got Protectors of the Realm. They'll be giving me power gems over 2 turns passively. Those will be upgraded as well. Current ultimate form will give me power gems passively as well. Those will be upgraded alongside Brothers in Banditry. Those give me power gem passively as well, so those will be upgraded as well. So this one should enable us to go through quite easy, and as you can see, I'm going through relatively easy. And as you can see, I like the power gem production. The passive power gem production with this one is really, really good. So let's activate Protectors of the Realm. So this is a combination that you could use. So these are just quest combination for the quest map, and these are really, really nice. I really enjoy going through the wave fights. The wave fights are really refreshing. They're quite relaxing. It's really, really nice, and I think that's the reason why I actually enjoy the Commander event far more now than the Slayer event, because the Commander event is quite relaxing. Apart from the ultimate bosses, where you have to be on your A game to actually take out the bosses when they get really, really high. So here we go, quite a number of power gem on the board. We don't need that much power, so we're just gonna match, take out the wisp, and we go on to the last and final boss. So here we go, final boss. So we get all our passive power gem generation, and we're just going to activate all our cards. Let's see the damage output. Really, really high damage output, 2.5 trillion for Brothers in Banditry. So those are the 3 combinations that I've got for the quest maps. So let's now take a look at the 2 combinations that I've actually got for the bosses. So first up, we're gonna see none other than the one using, so we're at level 10. So let's see this one, Jailers. This one, as I said, it's okay. It's not really powerful. It's not really gonna get you very high when you're playing the ultimate bosses. So we're gonna see exactly what it's capable of. And because I'm using hard-won gorillas, I have to use the Jailers as lead, simply because hard-won gorillas is going to be my main damage dealer. Brothers in Banditry, that one is just there to actually help with the power gem production, and it helps to upgrade the power gems created by the relic to give you a bit extra bang for your buck. So you can see 78 trillion for hard-won gorillas, and it took out a level 10 ultimate boss, giving us 200% overkill. So that's not bad. So as I said, it can get up to level 10, probably get you a bit higher, but the higher you go, then you find out that you'll need more than just 3 keys to actually take out the bosses. You'll probably start using 6 keys, but when you start using 9 and 12 keys, it's time to stop. So let's look at the main deck in action. So this is the main deck in action, And what we're going to do, we're going to use 3 keys because we want to get the 500% overkill. I mean, you probably don't have to use the 3 keys at this stage. You probably start using the 3 keys at around about level 13 or 14, but we just want to see the deck in full action. We want to see the maximum amount of damage that it can actually generate, and this is down to the layout of the gems on the board, which okay, it's not in the best the board is not in the best setup, but let's see the damage. So 1.2 quadrillion for Brothers in Banditry. So you can see that this deck, this combination works really well. And if you had Brothers in Banditry at a 6 pink star, it would be generating far more damage because you get an extra 20% damage increase for every pink star that you've got, and an extra 20% damage increase for every time it's awoken. So if it's awoken 5 times, that's an extra 100% damage increase, and if you've got 6 pink star, that's 20% for every single pink star. So the next 5 pink star will give you 100%, so you're getting a 200% damage increase. So that would be a really powerful ultimate form. So here we go, and that's it for possible deck combination for today. So you can see total damage. The total damage was just over 2 quadrillion. Really good stuff. Really like this deck. That's all I've got for you today, but if the information was helpful, you can leave a like on the video. If you got a question, you can leave it in the comment section below. This is Octane saying stay safe, stay healthy, peace, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.